of the Outer Worlds. Alright. Too loud, though. Come on. Alright. Try and dial that back just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Oh. Now we've drifted through space a little bit, apparently. Everybody else is still up in their cabin. Alright, so let's see. If I remember right, I need to ask about Sam.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Find out what the story is with the robot upstairs. Let's see. Got a minute to talk.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have power? This is just going to be one of those dialogues.
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
Don't try and change the subject.
As the organics say, I wouldn't dream of it. Because I can't. Dream, you know.
What do you think about the trip colonists on Hope? Yeah.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
Alright, what's the alternative?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Aww. Suck up. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? So, one captain the same as another.
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Oh, so much. Alright.
Yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Alright.
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him.
Smart.
Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The groundbreaker, sure.
We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Alright, show off.
You are more than welcome, Captain. The groundbreaker was Halcyon's original
Great.
colony ship.
An AI with a sense of
It
humor.
has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city's ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more.
Oh boy.
Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Alright, so let's see. Let's talk about something
How
else.
can I be of assistance?
Can I not find out about Sam?
What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Where in Terra 2?
Oh god, I don't know. Alright, yeah, tell me more about...
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
I like that she holds a little bit of a grudge. What do you think of the
You mean
townspeople?
the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket?
Yes.
I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague. Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
Well, at least I made somebody else happy about that. Alright. So... Alright, so this is kind of messing me up a little bit because I was supposed to talk to her about Sam and Gladys somebody, and I don't think I've done either of those things. Now that I've interacted with Sam again, let me see if I can talk to Ada about Sam. Alright, so that's how I get to go see Gladys.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Oh, a joke. Ada, tell me a joke.
What happened to the captain who kept pestering his ship computer? The life support was disabled. Ha, ha. Get it?
I may deserve that. Alright. Play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Oh, good God.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That's definitely not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Ugh.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. See you soon, Captain.
Alright, so I can't learn about Sam. That stinks. I really don't want to have to go back to it. Oh, I saved. Well, hopefully I can get Sam working, I guess. Oh, there are a lot of places to go. Oh. Alright, so Gladys is on the groundbreaker. Terra 2, idyllic terrestrial planet, Halcyon's wealthiest elite, Lebanon capital city, Phineas's lab, Typhoon, icy planetoid, Okay. Hephaestus, closest planet to the sun. My company starts to establish outposts here and has claimed the planet for itself. Okay. Monarch, one of Olympus's many satellites, which should have been Halcyon's second habitable world, has long since been abandoned by the board due to monstrous ravenous creatures. Okay, great. Oh, alright, well, I guess we're going to the groundbreaker then, so I can talk to Gladys. And hopefully I can figure out what the story is with Sam. Alright, welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system, as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. Fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked. There's some landing, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Alright.
Mission reached. The groundbreaker.
Alright.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Nothing. Alright.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Thanks. Alright.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
Okay.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, why not?
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time.
Oh, hey now.
Did you want to talk about something else?
Alright, so good. And where's? Let's go see if I can get. Let's see what the good vicar's up to.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Great. Alright, well, at least I can still get this to work. Alright. Alright, what's the
Nothing
story?
too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Great. Violently
That's
enthusiastic.
what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Okay. Weren't they proud when you became a vicar?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right? Yeah, sure.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. it will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Interesting. Alright.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Okay. Well, the book doesn't have any answers.
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
You're ready for this? I'm a thrill seeker, lover of great number now. Oh, I can't wait till I do the second playthrough of this. If I don't kill some of these people, this is gonna be fantastic.
And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Blam! No. Alright, let's see. How can we recover more chemicals needed to save the rest of the colonists? Yeah.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Because it's the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude.
Right.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
Here, I went over this.
Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Alright, let's see. Any ideas where I can find somebody who speaks French?
There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Okay. Sounds like a good lead. Where do we find
That's a
him?
good question.
Or how do we
should
find him?
start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How did you get to be such a good hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Fair enough, I guess. Alright, well, sounds
Thank
good.
you, Captain.
Alright, so he's coming. This is a book. No sense in leaving all this ammo lying around. Alright. Did he... Alright, I just want to double check, make sure that I haven't completely messed out on being able to use Sam. I mean, I guess if I have, right? But give me just a second here. Ah, okay, so there's a way to do it if I go to the terminal and the captain's quarters. Okay. Alright, so since I can't get Ada to tell me about them, like I had the option before I saved last time, let me run back up to my quarters because I want to see if I can get that on, if I don't already have it. The cleaning machine. Okay, yep, good, got it already. Okay. Maybe kept information. The terminal and captain's quarters. Okay. Let's do this one real quick.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Alright, first SAM result. Found a discard sanitation and maintenance auto mechanical on Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running with a few key modifications. I can envision a combat capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Come on, at least get the saying right. A clean, mean killing machine. Alright. Second SAM result. Removal of factory standard part Sud Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Ouch. Not like I have more pressing matters to have to tend to. But I do. Alright, third SAM result. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker. Who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can't, Filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I'm sure. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop. Back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. So I need to go to Roseway. Okay. Roseway. Is that a place? Let me see if that's a place that I can get to. And then we'll go poke around on the groundbreaker. Is Roseway. I don't know where Roseway is. Well, alright. Made that simple enough, I guess. Maybe it's going to be a location in another location. That's entirely possible too, I guess. But selected 2 companions to the company. Well, you guys might as well come on. Continue. I should probably start leaving some of my stock on the ship too. Alright. Okay, who do I need to go see first? Alright, introduce provider to Junlei Tennyson. Let's do that one first. Alright, let's go.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
You're adorable.
Something you need?
Alright, let's go.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a drink.
Alright, well, let's talk to Felix.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear what your side what happened.
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
That's when you resolve your differences like an adult.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Eh.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Why, yes it is. Yeah, that's me.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, I never got your name.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See
Alright.
you around, boss.
Alright. I have a feeling we'll be seeing Felix again.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please.
Let's see.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Alright, well, we get this
You'll want to
resolved.
take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
Got it.
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
I needed to talk with him about something anyway. Let's see. Any idea why I was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Alright, well, I'll go talk to him, straighten this
You
out.
take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Okay.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it. Okay.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Wonder if that means I can get... Wonder if that means I can get some sand parts. Let's see. So, it seems like there's some tension between the board
You
and...
noticed, huh?
I'm sure.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Let's see. What's right here? Yeah.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
Yeah.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Oh, yeah, they would.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Let's see. All right.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
All right. For a drink.
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
All right.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
All right. Let's see. What can you tell me about?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Yeah, the board runs most of it.
Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
All right.
Sure thing.
All right.
Be seeing you.
Not too worried about the jobs just yet. Well, actually,
Hey there.
I might as well just knock that out.
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Something a little more
Commandant
local.
Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
All
You
right.
kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long
If you're
term?
thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Okay. All right.
Are
How's
you
that?
pulling my leg?
Nope.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Okay. All right. So,
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
all right.
Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
All right.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help.
All right. Let's see. All right. What do you know about the subway
They strip
sandwich?
the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Be seeing you.
So, all right. Well, let's still get Bavardi straightened around here. Quest predictor requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities. Okay.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
Okay.
Huh? I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Alright.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Now, what bounties do you
Got
have?
a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal.
Good.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but 2 officers.
Flying under the of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take it.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
What's it like?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Sure.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
Alright, okay. One last question. What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Okay. Just a little more clarification. Promise.
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Okay. Okay. Any other bounties?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else.
Okay.
Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Alright, so she doesn't have anything else. Okay. So, I'm still working on talking gently. Alright.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Free nothing. It's time for a
Alright.
KYO.
Plenty of guards, that's for sure.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down. When might we expect you out here again? Canned surfish is already sold out again.
Who knows? Halls are scarce. Back in Triangulum, there were hundreds of space hands idle.
I heard piracy was up some around Halcyon, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I heard
Drink efficiently. Okay.
on all routes.
Alright, well, let's go talk to Genly first before we get into my show. Oh.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Sure, what do you got? Oh my god, she wasn't kidding. Alright. Automatic pistol. Ooh. How handy for me that I already have most of this stuff. Execute. Oh. Huh. Hmm. That's a hunting rifle, but an actual sniper rifle. Might buy that. Plasma rifle. I don't know that I need the plasma rifle just yet. No armor, no consumables, mods. Mag to zap, gyro sight, sure grip. Mr. Power, Mr. N. Oh, and ray damage. Super Scope 2000. Applies a 6 times zoom. I mean, if I'm gonna have a sniper rifle, that's probably the thing to have. Oh, it's restricted. Brrr. Darn, can't get that. That stinks. Weapon parts. Alright. Well, if I want to have the... I'll keep that. I guess I'm going to get rid of the hunting rifle. It's only worth $11 off. Man, it is just not worth it to sell these things. It's just better to tear them down, I guess. I have to keep that in mind. It's really just not worth it to try and sell them. But I suppose to that end, let's fix what I'm lugging around here. So that's the assault rifle. I'll hang on to that. Shotgun. Alright, unequip that, and let's put that in for the moment. What does that run? Heavy. Okay. let's do that for the moment. Alright. Alright, from Jen Lee Tennyson. Alright, anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days, and where are we on that toilet clog? Chief Goyang taught me anything. It's crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. A lot to be said for that. Take away crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity, so let's get that toilet fixed. Alright. Wildcat Group. Even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we could get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message, but I have lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. Okay. From Iceman to Interstellar Conveyors Collective. So I just got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thought and the Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire goddamn week waiting for a berth in this low flex bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not one of us got paid. Don't know about you, but I got expenses, a family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't believe, and if I'm not working, I gotta make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here, and I'll respond when I get back from Jensen in 3 years. This message is no longer accessible at your clearance level. Oop. Your attempt to access has been logged. Whoopsie. Public notices. Regarding the food situation. Where the promenade stinks. Allow me to put the at rest. Our assistant raises from home given. And if you can't salt it, can it or zip it up in a pouch, so we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have, and what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard. Last time I got try and enjoy it. Okay. General notice about our impound policies. If the board's impounded ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is the gaudy building opposite Sublate's warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail, especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your fees, and don't bother my people. Alright. Looking for work. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign on. Well, I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. I don't know what's holding up my next posting. I never had to wait this long to get on another freighter. I plan to take one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but haven't been able to find any, and even the shorter skips to inner world seem rarer than the outer world routes these days. If anyone has any information upcoming work, please post it here. Alright. Lives on the Groundbreaker in rough shape, couldn't make repair fees, the dying fees, refueling, fees for not being able to pay our fees, so I'm kind of stuck here now. Then they took my ship and sold it off to scrap. Now my credit is shot, and corporate freighters won't hire me on. Hope someone with a bunk spare. Has been posted 56 times in 632 days. Wow. Okay.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, brother.
Oh, real scary.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Step back.
Okay.
I'm required by board
Actually.
bylaws.
Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local
Auntie's kitchen? Alright.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. Its unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Sure, what have you got?
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Alright. Now, let's see. Can I sell any of this stuff and have it be worth it? Probably not really. Okay.
This is House XF411s and an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and
I thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Nothing can leave
Spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty warm, though.
This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news
Alright.
that's fit to broadcast.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends.
Oh,
Hope
okay.
you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Nice place you got here.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
So you want some of that inbound for Monarch?
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate brats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Yeah. No, thanks, I think. Let's see. Friday, you wanted to talk to John Lee? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Let's see. Silently encourage provided, sure.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Well, yeah.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Doesn't sound good.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
So no room for any compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that.
Okay.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor. I'm available.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Well, there's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Let's see. I'll get the parts.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Like, actually doing them? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Once you have the parts, that should probably be the next part of it, I would think. Alright, so, am I still on? I think so. Let's see. Alright. Alright, now let's knock this one out. Let's get the parts for the radiator, because I can just see that buying me a lot of goodwill, and the more I get in with her, since she very much the ship's hers and she's running it, the better I can get in with her, the less likely it is I'm going to have to try and sneak around and have to avoid getting shot. I'd like to be on that side of things, so let's do that.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Oh boy.
Spacer's Choice calls rumor of a Saltuna shortage patently baseless.
Okay.
The Edgewater canning facility is operating at full capacity and will be delivering the gourmet Saltuna fillets and other fish-based fine products that valued employees crave. Spacer's Choice representatives would like to assure everyone that they are committed to people, factual advertising, and automation.
Glad I stuck around for that last little bit. Oh, what's this? Spratwurst. Ike's Armory.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability.
I like that
We
spin.
also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Alright. What you got? Anything good? Ordnance Control Officer. Okay. Fire control helmet. Elite troop armor. That's nice right there. Dodge +5, stealth skills minus. That's pretty good. Enclosed pad. Hmm. 24. That's really good. I might be back for that. Not just yet, but before I'm all done, I might be back for some of that armor. All right, here we go to the back bays. Oh, Captain McRed.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Really? Is that what we're gonna do here?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Alright. No, I can't persuade him. Let's see how intimidation goes.
Woo! Look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
I probably can't. Let's see. I'm here for some parts. Generally send me, or there's a bounty on your head. I want to claim the reward. Here for the parts, there's a bounty on your head. Here for the parts, bounty on your head. Bounty on your head. Nah, let's go parts.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy.
No, I don't think so.
Shit like that.
I don't think so. I think I'll bribe him. How about I just get you to take the parts?
Incoming!
Oh, god damn it. Oh, snap. Try that again. This time I'm just not even gonna bother with the parts.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Let's see. Alright.
Woo! Look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit. Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
Well, can't persuade you. Medium well.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Yeah, I've noticed. Who's shooting at me? There. Okay. Everybody get your health back.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. We'll cut them off.
I guess I'm honored.
I've had quite enough of you.
That's the last of them!
Alright. Oh, can I stick up here? Let's try this first. Alright. There's one right over there. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh.
This place is falling apart.
We were destined to prevail.
Radiator parts. Excellent. Not just yet. There's still at least one person down here. Wasn't this scrap mechanical? Yep, it is. Can't hack him, huh? Interesting.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Yeah, I don't want to steal any stuff. Alright. Skill points. Oh. Oh, I was at 40. I wonder why. I couldn't do the persuade. That's weird. Alright, well. Keep going. Let's see. Well, I suppose all things being fair and equal. Might as well grab all this stuff. I don't want to steal any of it.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Yeah, presumably.
Here goes nothing! Sorry!
Alright. Alright, who are you?
Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by.
Yeah, well, Grid's dead.
It's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam.
Okay. Game grabs some radiator parts. Engineer could use your help installing them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Alright. Stumbled down here then. Alright, let's see. Where'd McRed go? Yes. That's most everything. And I think I had a couple more back here. Yeah. Go. Bread worms, huh? I don't think I need to get rid of the bread worms. I can stay. That's becoming. Alright. That's all those goodies. And we'll go back up and talk to Jen Lee. I still wonder why I couldn't do the conversation, do the persuade if I had fully. Guess maybe it's, I don't know. Even if it's perked, it should still work. Oh well.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife?
All right.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Huh. Now I get the parts for the radiators. One now.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
Great.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay. So I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Okay. Carrying on then. Wait, what? Where? Ah. Excellent. Workbench. Yes. Let's use the workbench. Let's see. Get rid of. When did I pick that up? Let's see. Okay, break that down. Grenade launcher, I definitely want to keep that. Telescoping staff. Break that down. Sawed-off shotgun, that can go. I already got a light assault rifle, that can go. Not a fan of the sentry sabers, that can go. I bought the sniper rifle, right? Oh, it's a flamethrower. Guess I'll hang on to that. Okay, I'll get rid of the 2 hunting rifles. Oops. That one. Okay. What we got here? So. Flamethrower, huh? I'll hang on to this stuff for a few minutes. Oh, but I need to actually repair. Whoops. What have I got? 94 weapon parts. Okay. I can repair that, huh? So I haven't unlocked Tinker yet. Alright, everything's fixed up, so that's good.
Keep your wits about you down there. I don't want to clean crispy freelancer bits out of the radiators again.
Fair enough. I guess we're going down.
Sometimes I question my decision to be out here. But then I remember, free will is just an illusion.
Alright, here we go.
Keep him quiet.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mantis, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Yeah, well, who doesn't, to be fair?
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Oh! I'm sorry, is there another one down here? Sounds like it. Oh yes, it is. Alright, well, let's see if we can go take care of that. Oh, hey. Stuff for the taking, not for the stealing. Happy about that. Try not to touch the radiators, because those are probably scalding hot. And could you? Still got some more, okay.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who to kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Okay. Oop.
Processing.
Pain. Hard.
now.
Security mark located.
That's wrong! Hit it with something else!
Unable to locate target.
Oh, welcome back.
Unex.
Never anger a man of the cloth.
You got it, Captain! That's the last of them!
All right, that went pretty well actually. Unbar that.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pump. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pump.
Okay, cycle the drop pumps. You got it. Let's see. Staff's getting restless. Walk around half cock solutions are all we've got to mend groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real tips will be saved. If our independence outlasts me, I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some chief gang's old schematic. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half her career patching it up. Well, that's okay. Morse got when they put this place together. Among the papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docs. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. Hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some work around in the guts of the old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Interesting.
Done. The temperatures are dropping.
Oh, good.
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
Excellent. That might just net me some positives. I can only hope. Maybe a little bit more unfettered access around the ship would be nice. Oh wow, that's cooled off fast. Archive logs. Alright. Arrival confirmation. HHB. Earth headquarters transmitted via probe. Archived at source. It's my honor to report that the Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony world. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker. Excuse me. Oh. The Groundbreaker is specified in our contract, keeping the ship active duty as an independent trading post, repair, stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I close this transmission without sending my hopes to the best wishes back to Earth. There's much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Guyang. Okay. Stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and Space Choice logo stamped on my... It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities, period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Alright.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Good for both of you guys.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
What was that about back in Jen Lee's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I reckon there's worse places to start.
True.
Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Alright, that's fine. Oh, you need to stop just jumping around.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Alright, let's talk about that.
Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that scholar.
Yeah. Alright, that's the plan. Alright, let's finish this off first.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo?
My boys are returning to Green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Nice.
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Ooh, good. Wow. 3,000 bits and welder's goggles, huh? Let's see.
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, do I really want to get Party off? I don't know.
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died.
Gaying. I was
I
close.
was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Well, will you be joining a
You see
successor?
any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Oh, I wonder if this is going to take her out of the crew.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism? I don't want to ask.
You've got my attention.
Don't have a lot of faith in the board?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep them at a safe
I
distance?
placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Okay.
You've got my attention.
Alright, so... She's... Oh, hi.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to. Just seems to happen around you, is all.
Where'd he go now? Alright, so... Oh, yes. Get that one taken care of.
This is Halcyon News.
Okay. Round we
Have
go.
you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local
I'm going to go and talk to them in a minute. Oh, medical bay. But that's...
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Alright, there's Dr. Mfuru. So now I know where to find him. Space System. Wow. Okay. Gonna be a lot to explore on this ship. But not just yet.
Purple berry crunch, Tripical flakes, and purple berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch. Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch.
Okay, it's just an interesting box.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I will take care of these.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Oh, brother. Alright.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Yeah, well. Let's see. And I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Alright. Alright, so... let's jump back to that. Alright, I don't want that just yet. Drinking sapphire wine. Alright, return to the amber level. Let's do that. If I can, actually. I'm going to presume that I can at least still get on board, even if I can't take off.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade.
Alright, I'm off.
Have yourself a pleasant day.
Alright, so. Can't do that. That sucks. Alright, so I can't do that. Let's try this. Well, actually. Alright, well, I guess we'll do the security thing first.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see?
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paperwork in order.
There's a backstory there. Oh, alright. You have found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. That's handy. I was curious how that was going to work. Alright. Trespass will be shot on site and fined. Nice holographic disguise. Holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see you and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Okay. How did I walk? Oh, this isn't gonna go well, is it? Whew! Got lucky on that one. Alright, let's try this again.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Alright. So I'm not sure how to get that open just yet. Oh, I guess maybe we're not going to be able to do this one quite yet. Alright, well, let's try to knock this one out. Get a little bit more experience.
My dad taught me some French, you know.
Oh,
Stuff
nice.
about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Alright. Ooh, stuffing mistake. Excellent. Let's see. Can I get in here?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into
Rest and go key card.
students have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This is Halcyon News.
Alright. No upside there.
Rizzo mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
When might we expect you out here again? Canned surfish is already sold out again.
Anything in here?
If it's between the unreliable and the rest and go, I believe I'll sleep on the ship.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave.
Nice.
Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Fair enough. Let's see. Looking for
Oh, you
Gladys.
can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Alright.
Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Yeah, right?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Alright, let's see. You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Alright.
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Alright. Word approved. Not too worried about that just yet.
As you were.
Oh.
Keep him quiet, Captain. You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kind of.
Let's see. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening to them. Just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, bedless. As far as anyone concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on the screw, I suppose that's how I'll die. Oh, I wonder if this was that guy that had posted his notice so many times.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
Hmm. I don't think I need to steal the medical bay key card, but good that I've got. Good that I know that that's there. In case. Alright. Oh, there's Gladys. Alright.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Let's see what you got for sale.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits. Alright, tell me about this opportunity, I guess.
I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Alright. Alright. Why was Roseway?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Okay.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Alright, being an outpost, corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Let's see what you got for
I've
sale.
got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Nice. That's... wow. That's a really good gun. For 5,000, no wonder. Buy that. Probably worth having.
damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed. Oh, you can feed the sprats, sure enough. But then the neighbors start moaning about hygiene.
Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Forgot I leveled up. Alright, let's throw this in here. Alright, one more perk and then I unlock tier 2. Faster walk speed, faster sprint speed, better weapon durability, +5 to the base armor, +15% tactical time. Actually, it'd be nice if I walk a little faster. Tactical time dilation and recharge rate. Let's do the recharge rate. Alright. Oh, she got an upgrade. Alright. So, let's see. 30% health, 30% general threat, lowered. +10 to engineering. +10% chance to extract mods in the field. Ooh, that's not a bad one. +10% melee damage. I mean, that's a pretty solid one, actually. So let's apply that. And let's go to Vicar Max. And he's already got one. Daylight combat effect. Duration. Melee damage. Armor. I mean, some extra health probably would not be a bad thing for you either. Okay. So, alright, so we're moving on to this one. So, Corporal Wheeler, Dr. Dorset, and sickbay. Okay.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
I mean, a little.
See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
Who's Jesse? Alright, what's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
Okay, alright.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can check it out.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Give it a shot.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Records say, have you actually spoken to her?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Let's see. Before this really has a chance to kick off in a bad way. Actually, come on.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
Yeah,
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Weather said your shipment won't be coming in soon. What's going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Alright, what do you need mechanics
Surgery
for?
mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Fair enough.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
Oh boy.
You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
I still can't go because my ship's still impounded.
Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you?
I mean, in a way, I'm here for you.
You have yourself a day, then.
Alright. Skip flow, and everyone has knows someone who knows someone who had it. In extreme cases, this hit burst body mind break down entirely.
Does Dr. Mfuru ever take a day off?
Probably not.
We got any more of that coagulating spray left?
we go.
Looking sharp.
Alright, where is she? Oh, so 0 on his botch, that's good. Let's see. Talk to Jesse. 20 meters that way, huh? Alright.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd
Nope.
rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Alright.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Unfortunately.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Alright, what'd you do?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, you think the board had someone follow you, and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
Alright, I'll talk to Udom. I gotta go talk to him anyway.
With the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
12,000 XP. Wow. I'm gonna get burned real hard here in a second. Nope, not what I wanted.
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, it's just leaving.
Keep your hands to yourself.
All right. Well. Interesting. All right. So, talk to her.
Any word on Jessie?
What's the story
Let's
with
just
it?
say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what?
I'm working on it. Okay. So I need to go talk to Udon.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
And now for a special word from Chairman Rockwell.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon. In these profitable times, we need only look to one another to find examples of honest labor and earnest work ethic. But there are those who cheat and swindle their way through life. It breaks my heart to see the fruits of your labor stolen by these vagabonds. One such man is Phineas Wells. The board unanimously decided that in the interests of protecting our best assets, that's you, we are substantially raising the reward for his arrest. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, do your civic duty and come forward. Until then, my friends, keep working and we'll keep paying you. Farewell.
All right.
This has been an official message from our hard-working chairman. Such an honor for all of our listeners.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Well, you could say that. Yep.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Okay.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relation?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
You didn't lie by feral candidates. I mean, he died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Smart.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
I mean, right. Let's go with the whys now.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Let's see. Alex never mentioned Phineas.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Alright,
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Alright.
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
Okay, Oedipus. I can't tell you where.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Let's see. I'm here about Jessie Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's working with her wife and dad, put her under an indenture contract. I'll pay it off for her.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Yeah. Let's see. Might not have been the best way to go, but I'm pretty sure that I couldn't pay that debt off, so. At least now I have access to my ship, so there's +2. She's not going to be happy about this, but.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Alright.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead.
Yeah.
You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Yeah, watch yourself while we're gone. Yeah. Alright, so that one's taken care of. I'll talk to Ellie. Okay.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. She helped me win a bet.
What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Alright, well, you can meet me on the ship.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Might as well.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Alright, another level up. Knocking out levels fast this time. Sweet. Alright. Oh, I've unlocked got the heavy weapons now. Alright. Like that. Okay, so well, I think I might call it here. No, do I want to call it right now? I might see if I can knock out one more thing, but I'll be right back. So, actually, nah. I've been going for 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'll call it here. We'll pick up again tomorrow. Thanks for checking it out. If you missed any of the previous ones, you can head over to my YouTube channel, YouTube/NASCAR Ben. Get caught up on the previous couple of episodes. Depending on when you catch this, you might still be able to find it down in the previous broadcasts. But it will be up on YouTube, or they should be up on YouTube in perpetuity. Alright? If you like it, leave me a comment, let me know. And like I said before, I'm going to be doing this as a two-run playthrough. This time I'm playing it like I'd play it. Next time I'm going to play it and just go scoundrel all the way. Kill people, try and make the less savory choices, and just see how the two differentiate themselves. So, all right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.